Hey guys, my name is Cynthia Veronica, and in this video, I want to go over the experience of going through a keratin treatment at a salon. A keratin treatment is basically a temporary hair straightening and smoothing treatment that lasts for somewhere between 3 to 6 months. Keratin is not permanent. It actually gradually loses its effect over time, and eventually the hair regains its natural texture. For me personally, I get about 3 good months out of it. For others, it may be more or it may be less, but it's supposed to last somewhere between 3 to 6 months. Towards the end of this video, I will also give you some tips on how to maintain the longevity of your keratin treatment. Here is a before picture of me at the salon. My hair is naturally very frizzy. It's hard to maintain, and I was always having to blow dry it straight. If you're in that same position, you know that exposing your hair to heat all the time makes it very dry and unhealthy looking. The hairstylist told me that getting the keratin treatment is actually healthier for your hair because you don't have to constantly expose it to heat. Plus, it looks so much smoother and healthier for months without having to do anything to it. So when you first arrive at the salon, they will ask you a little bit about any problem areas or your expectations with the treatment or what your desired outcome is. This is a good time to let them know if you have some problem areas. For instance, the hairs along the frame of my face tend to get really curly and really frizzy. For me, the hairstylist usually puts a little bit more of the keratin product around these areas to make sure they get smoother and straighter. So the first step in the process is to wash your hair. They will shampoo and condition it. They may even shampoo it a couple times to get any oils out of your hair. Then you will walk back to the chair and they will blow dry it so that your hair is about 80% dry. They still want your hair to have a little bit of moisture for when they slather on the keratin product. So now that it's about 80% dry, they will turn on this giant blower to prevent you and the stylist from breathing in too much of the keratin fumes. Once it's on, they will slather on the keratin product. They will do this by parting your hair out into small sections and brushing on the product section by section. They do this until your entire hair is covered in keratin. Then they will blow dry your hair so that it is completely dry, blow dry it straight. And at this point, your hair is going to feel kind of sticky and gross from the product. This doesn't last too long though, because right away, after they finish blow drying your hair, they start to flat iron it, and this gets it pretty smooth and straight. Again, they part the hair into very small sections, just like they did when they applied the keratin, and they flat iron your hair section by section until it is perfectly straight. Once they finish flat ironing your hair, you are done. My hair was super shiny and super straight, and I was very happy. So the cost of keratin treatment was a total of $360. I gave my stylist a 15% tip, so the total with tip actually came out to $412. I was at the salon for a total of 2.5 hours from the moment I walked in to the moment I walked out. So plan on being in the salon for up to 3 hours, but it really will depend on how much hair you have. The hairstylist that did my keratin treatment gave me a conditioner that I could use post-treatment, which was really nice. Not all of them do this. She also gave me some tips, which I want to share with you. The first tip was not to push your hair behind your ear. I try to avoid pushing my hair behind my ears to make sure that I get the texture I'm going for, especially since this treatment was so expensive and I want it to look good. Next is no clips or ponytails, again to avoid any kinds of crease marks. No washing your hair for 12 to 48 hours. I have an even better tip. Do not wash your hair for as long as humanly possible. I've had this treatment done a dozen times now, and one time I just couldn't stand the smell of the keratin and I washed my hair with just conditioner after 48 hours. That ended up stripping my hair completely of the keratin product, and I basically got the treatment for nothing because my hair went back to its normal texture right away after that. So try to wait longer than 48 hours if possible, and if you can't wait, just rinse your hair ever so slightly. I was told to wrap my hair in a scarf to sleep, and this will help reduce any kinks or creases in your hair, and it'll also help a little bit with the smell. For your first wash, only use conditioner. Do not use shampoo. Also, just in general, wash your hair as infrequently as possible. Try to do it 2 to 3 times a week only so that the treatment lasts a long time. I was told that I can condition my hair as often as I want, but try to keep shampooing my hair to a minimum. Use a shampoo and conditioner that is free of sulfate and sodium chloride. I will put links in the description to the shampoo and conditioner that I like to use. It's not only free of sulfate and sodium chloride, but it also has very few ingredients and it smells great and it's very affordable. Also remember that there is salt in sweat, so avoid working out for the first couple days. The hairline portion is always the first to fade because this is where sweat tends to accumulate the most. Another tip I have is if you wear contact lenses, you might want to avoid wearing them during your treatment if possible. When I wear my contacts during the treatment, my eyes end up feeling irritated and watery as the stylist is putting the keratin product in my hair and blow drying and flat ironing it. Also, the stylist at the salon said that you can get a partial keratin treatment, at least that's what they offer at my salon. So this would involve getting keratin only at the hairline and a couple inches out along the front and other visible areas of the hair root. That way, when the hair grows out, you can maintain the look and feel of the keratin treatment a little bit longer. Lastly, you can run a flat iron through your hair before the first wash so that you can really seal the keratin treatment into your hair. And this will help it last a lot longer. So that is a brief description of my experience getting the keratin hair treatment and some few tips for maintaining the treatment. I really love it. It's so much less maintenance. I can just wash my hair and let it air dry on its own, which takes a lot less time in the morning. It makes my hair shiny and healthy looking, and I know that it will do the same for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.